Yo, what up? It's your boy Jabril, aka Mr. Think Outside the Box from Passport Heavy. And so I want to share with you why I think everyone should spend at least 1 year abroad. And now there's never been a better time in history to do it. And I want to share with you pretty much the top 5 reasons why you should spend a year abroad. So I've been traveling around the world literally for the last 8 years, nonstop. I've had the time of my life, and I would not trade it for the world. But I actually have something interesting going on. So literally in about a month, I'm gonna be moving to London. I'm gonna have an apartment in London and then an apartment in New York. I've got 2 big business projects going on, so I'm actually cutting down my time that I'm gonna be traveling abroad, but I'll still be doing like 4 or 5 trips a year, but like pretty much 7 or 10 days at a time. But don't worry, Passport Heavy videos will still be dropping on a regular basis. We've got so much unreleased content. And then also you'll be seeing some familiar faces. Renee's gonna be hosting quite a few new videos. But anyway, I wanna get into 5 reasons why you want to travel around the world for at least 1 year and be what you would call like a digital nomad or an expat in some of these different locations. So number 1 reason is money, income. There's some locations where you can really get a great cost of living. Maybe you just want to live a lifestyle where you don't have to basically give all your money just to survive. So here's just some numbers to wrap your head around. 32,000 US dollars a year will put you in the top 1% of incomes in the world. Now, on the contrary, to be in the top 1% of income earners in the United States, you have to be earning over 500,000. And I know that's similar to, incomes in the UK to be in the top 1% and, many other Western countries. And so when you go to a place like, Bali, Indonesia, Chiang Mai, Thailand, where like the average incomes are like $300 a month. But here's the thing. The value of life and then how much these places are developed, you don't really lose too much. So I'm gonna take literally the man behind the camera right now, Anthony, aka 2 Scoops, aka he just makes dope videos. So he currently lives in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And he has a beautiful 1-bedroom apartment. And if you've seen some of our Chiang Mai videos, you'll see the building that he lives in. Amazing unit. It's got a pool, not just any pool, a beautiful pool, very modern. Got a modern gym. It's got doorman. It's got beautiful parking for $300 a month, right? So if he was living that same kind of lifestyle in the UK, I would estimate it'd probably be somewhere around like 5,000 or 6,000 pounds to live that same type of lifestyle. So now you have to, really keep that in mind. The average Thai person is making about $300, which is about 200 pounds a month, and he's spending 1,200, right, pounds a month. So you can see why you get so much more value for the money. So like I said, point number 1 is income. You can get incredible value for your money. You can save, or if you're just already working online, you can have an amazing lifestyle in these different places. So number 2, the culture, right? You get to see something outside of your norm. Like people dream about traveling the world and seeing all these different locations, and this will give you the ability. So, and one of the ways I recommend that you travel when traveling abroad is that you pick maybe 2 or 3 locations, so that way you can get a monthly rate versus doing like, hey, you're doing a few days here, a few days there, then it can be expensive. But if you have a place where you can lock in a monthly rate, you're gonna see your costs greatly decrease, and so you're not going from place to place doing a weekly rate or a daily rate, because then it does get a bit more expensive. But hey, you get to, like I said, if you're in Thailand, learn more about the Buddhist culture, learn about how they go about life. And these people are amazing. There's so much to learn. Maybe you're into like sports and you want to do like, Muay Thai in this location. There's so many different ways. Go research. There's so many things that you can do in these places, right? So next up, so you got the culture, right? So if you want to experience some African culture, you can go to places in Africa. If you want to go to, like I said, Asia, or if you want to go to Latin America, there's all these different cultures that you can experience. Third is the nomadic lifestyle. So it's one of the things that I'm a big advocate for, because the way the world is changing, you don't need to go to the office in the same ways that you used to go. Let's say you've saved $20,000 and you're living in Chicago or something, right? And then you're trying to start the business while going full time. You're gonna have less time to make what you wanna make work because your expenses are that much higher. You can literally go to Thailand and have that expense, stretched out. Everyone thinks, oh, you gotta be an entrepreneur, you gotta be a boss to be living a nomadic lifestyle. No, so you can actually work jobs while you work, and you can work remotely, right? Because I know a lot of more people that are. You probably know people in your city that work remotely, you don't have to go into the office. And a lot of times, maybe you can even negotiate with your boss to work remotely, right? And so then there's graphic design, or you could do freelancer, you got Fiverr. And then another thing is just developing relationships. If you have a relationship with someone in business or someone that you could add value to, you say, hey, is it possible that I could work for you on a remote basis, right? And then so just think about the lifestyle that you want to live. Maybe you don't even need to earn as much money because now you're living abroad and your expenses are like 5 times, less. And so check out some of the videos that we have. Maybe you want to go to Bali, Indonesia. We have videos that are on, the cost of living in Bali, the cost of living in Thailand, the cost of living in Colombia, right? So that's the thing. And then also you have these expat communities, these digital nomad communities, and they have amazing co-working spaces that you can go and network with people who are on that same mindset as you. So reason number 4, I would say, is the food scene. I absolutely love food. I love food too much. That's why I don't get in shape. And so, but maybe you're really into, the culinary arts and you want to experience so many different foods. You can literally do a food tour and experience these foods, learn how to cook, and they have so many amazing cooking classes. Or if you don't want to do cooking classes, you literally can just eat all of these foods authentically from these other places around the world, and a lot of times at amazing prices. When you're in one location, when you're in one culture, you don't really know what else is out there. But how the way it works, a lot of times, I went off on a 1-year adventure, and now I'm coming to the end of an 8-year adventure, and I'm moving back, to the United States and also United Kingdom. It's one of the greatest times in history that you're able to leverage making money in USD or pounds or euros, and then get to explore the world. It wasn't really possible like it is in the world today. And number 5, the dating scene. So this is not gonna apply to everyone. Maybe you're already in a relationship, but maybe you wanna travel the world with your spouse, and that could be an amazing opportunity. Or maybe you want to date different races. Maybe you're into Latino women, you're gonna go down there. Or maybe you're into Latino men. Maybe you're into Asian women, and that's your thing. But in closing, those are some of the top reasons that I really want you to step outside of the box and see some of the possibilities that are out there readily available to you. But anyway, I just say, I hope I get to see some of you guys around the world, and I hope that you get to spend, if it's not a year, maybe it's 6 months, or maybe you're gonna do a few years, but however long that you choose to do it, live passport heavy, I'm out of here. Peace. Oh yeah, and shout out to that boy behind the camera, Mr. Anthony, and shout out to Isaiah McNeil, the man who makes the music on Passport Heavy, and he just launched his new site, so shout out to him. If you're looking for custom music, that's the plug for the boy. Music, well, I don't want to say it wrong, so but you're gonna see it. Amazing individual. And then shout out to that boy, JP Salt Bay Poppy. I know he laced a lot of this footage in the video. But anyways, man, we out of here. Peace.